Hi there. It has been quite a while since I have posted a video, and I do apologize. It has been absolutely crazy. I am Darla with The Crafted Boutique, and I am really honing in, if I can get this plastic off me, honing in on all my social media, all my platforms that I'm on. And I was on my YouTube today and realized it has been a hot minute since I have posted any tutorials. So if you are a follower, thank you for sticking around. I do apologize. Life kind of got in the way of being able to be everywhere. We had a new baby born in August, so that's grandbaby number 7. Number 8 is due in April of this year. And my son finally made it home from the military, so he is back with us full time. Back home trying to adjust to civilian life versus military life. So and everybody got sick at Christmas time, and it has been crazy. I'm ready for spring, even though they're calling for snow today. I'm ready for spring. Bring it on. I'm ready. So today I am going to do a grapevine wreath with this sign here. He is risen. It is an Easter wreath. I am going to incorporate some purple and white lilies. And some greenery and all the things. So if you are new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so you will not miss out when I post new videos and so on. I got this really pretty He Has Risen ribbon in, and we're going to use it on that today. I looked all over last year for that ribbon, and I found it this year, and I snagged it because I love that ribbon. So, welcome, everybody. I'm going to turn you a minute because I'm going to start with the bow, so bear with me here. I had to move all my stations around and everything. Okay, so the bow is what I'm going to start with. That's going to be my building block on this wreath. So I'm going to do the He Is Risen. And I think I'm going to pair it with that. And I believe I rearranged all my ribbon. So I'm going to make this a triple. So I'm going to see how that's going to look. No, I'm already going to change it. See what happens when you... I have a gold ribbon with the cross marks on it. I think it's going to be perfect for that. Hold on 1 minute. There we go. So when you're doing ribbon, coordinate it how you'd like. Solids, stripes, florals, polka dots. Now I'm wondering if this other polka dot would be better. This is my worst thing as deciding which ribbons to use. That is my biggest. Almost like that, better than the big dots. But it's lighter than I want. I think we're going to go with the 2 because I think that's going to be really pretty together. This has got gold crosses, silver crosses with a gold white background. Yeah. Okay. So, I use the Bodabra, as some of you may know. And again, if you're wondering, I have carpal tunnel in both hands. I had surgery on my right, and it cramps my hands. Let me put you guys up a little bit more. It cramps my hands when I try and hold them, even though I've been really, really working on it. I usually throw a whole bunch down. That way it's not in your way. My hands have been really bad because of the weather, so we'll see if I can. Yeah, see, it's not gonna. Nope, it's not gonna work for me, so back to the Bodabra, which is fine. It just keeps everything down, and I don't have to hold it all. But I have been working on doing them by hand. Now on the Bodabra, they're numbered all the way to 8, so I'm gonna go about 5, and then you just twist it, put it down. And this one I'm gonna do, I think we're gonna do 3 each. And this one I'll bring in just a little bit. Hopefully everybody has had a good Valentine's. It was busy in my shop, because currently I don't do fresh, which will be changing here soon. But I had people that asked me if I would do fresh flowers, so, and I have done them before. I just don't have a spot for a cooler right now, but we made it work, and I ended up with 10 or 12 of those, so. I love that ribbon. Okay, so we're gonna have to change that. So once I get this done, I'm gonna go back in and twist this again, so that way that ribbon is the right way. Because right now it's not. And you're just folding it, pushing it down, folding it, pushing it down. So you just pull it up. Pull it really tight. And then just twist your pipe cleaner. You can use wire. Some use zip ties. I've used all three. And then we'll fluff those. That one that way. Bottom. We're going to do the same for the other side. My ribbons out of the way. Alrighty. And then what I always do on every single all of my wreaths, no matter which way they are, grapevines, deco mesh, I always dovetail. So when you're dovetailing, you're going to take your ends, you're going to fold them over and cut towards the ceiling. Brings you that dovetail look. So I will do that to these four. Like I may have to get a new pair of scissors. It just makes it a cleaner edge, predefined. Alrighty, so, and this is I think it's an 18-inch. Yes, 18-inch grapevine. I get all my grapevines from Nick's Seasonal Decor. If I do it right, I'll put the link to my affiliate link down below in the description. That's where I get all mine from. There's a lady that goes and does and cleans them all. I'm not saying you don't have to pull any branches off, but for the most part, they are pretty much ready to go when you get them. They're out of Tabor City, North Carolina. I had the opportunity of meeting them last fall. It is family owned, and that is where probably 80–85% of my supplies come from. Okay, so the bow is on. I'm just flipping so you see both. You know, the silver and the he is risen. That's what I'm doing. And this will be going over on that side over there. So all of this on this side I'm going to fill in with lilies, purple flowers. Like I said, I love Easter. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I do get notified. So I will see it and respond as soon as I can. I do reply to all comments that are left. It is me personally. It is not anything that is generated. I want to see what, what the comments are and what questions there might be. So I am very personable that way. Love helping new people. So if you are new to wreath making, welcome, welcome. It's addictive. It's fun. It's frustrating. It's enjoyable. You're going to make mistakes. I still make mistakes. I tore one apart the other day because I didn't like the way it looked. Just didn't look right. What I'm doing is I'm pulling all the stems up on my lilies. So the lilies have the little stems on them. Some have two, some have one. So this is going to be a full wreath. Alrighty. I just added more glue to my glue pot. This is what I use. I have a small, I think it's a 2x2 or a 4x4. I'm actually getting in the process of buying a new one. Guess it's not wanting to get that going. Alrighty, now that that's heated up a little bit, I'm gonna cut this down just a little bit more. I'm gonna place this one right behind my bow, such as that. And I'm just gonna place them strategically throughout the top. When you're doing these, you try and wanna match the top with the bottom, if you can. That way it's I will put 3 at the bottom. And then I will go in with the purple and fill in and I still have 3 lilies from that bunch. Now, as you're doing this, you know, you want to make sure that you still have room. Don't overcrowd your sign. So that'll be just perfect. Now the purple ones. So I'm just gonna place those, you know, wherever here. And I'm gonna place in some greenery. And just so you know, notice I'm not going directly into the grapevine. I'm going at an angle and sliding it into the grapevine. Reason for that is if you go straight down, you're liable to poke it through the back end. And that's one thing you don't ever want to have, is your material coming through the back end of your grapevine. That leaves room for people getting scratched when your client gets it, scratching their door, and so I'm going to take the next bush. There's 5 on a bush. And so I'll put 5 down below as well as at the top there. If you do grapevines, they're a blank slate. I mean, they really are. You can pretty much do whatever you want, however you want it, you know. And some people, there's a lot of people that will put all their mechanics in first before they glue anything in. That's an easier way, so if something doesn't look right or you want to change something, you can without it being glued in. Because it is a little difficult to pull it once it's glued. It is difficult. So there is 2 stems on that. I have another mesh wreath sitting here. There you go. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better now. Alrighty, next I'm going to put in just a little bit of greenery. I like this one because it's got different variations on it. So I think it'll go really good with, I'm just securing it in there. And you can pull them or whatever. That is fitting in really nice. And with these slide up and down. So you can make them close together, far apart, whatever look you're trying to achieve. And then I'm going to lift this one up because I kind of want it underneath a little bit. Now, and that I may cut. That's going to turn out so pretty. Yeah. And I'm glad I only went with the 2 colors of the bow. Then the 3. Now, the sign I do have today did come from Hobby Lobby. They had them in last year, and it was the wood one. And this year they have a different design. Same concept, different design. So this one here, I'm just going to lift up. And put it in. And if you're just starting out, you know, Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, they always have, well, Hobby Lobby anyway, they always have their florals on sale at different times, like every other week. If you're just starting out, grab the stuff when it's on sale. That way you're not spending a whole lot of money just to get your feet wet, get the concept, you know, get your feel for it. You don't have to use a glue gun or a glue pot like I've got. I have 2 glue guns sitting here as well. So, I mean, I have 3 mechanisms per gun for glue. I just like the glue pot. I love it. I'm actually getting ready. Yeah, I gotta buy a new one. But yeah, so grab yourself a glue gun and some glue and have fun. I mean, to me, it's relaxing. I love being able to create designs, because the way I have it in my mind sometimes isn't the way it's gonna be. So now I'm going to be putting in some purple, deeper purple flowers. As you're looking at it, you can kind of see I need some stuff over here. And depending on where I put it will depend on where really turning out so pretty. I'm going to start doing the bottom about the same way. These I'm just sporadically putting in different spots. I am cutting to where there is a good amount of green stem to stick in and not have it so flush with the grapevine. Strings from my glue pot. That is what she is right now. Okay, so right now I'm gonna stick the sign on it. When I do signs, if they're not extremely heavy, then I use what these are called cable mounts. Okay, these I got from Deco Exchange, but you can get these pretty much anywhere. And then you just stick them on the back, and I'll put my pipe cleaner through it, and I'll twist it. So with this, I will take my pipe cleaner, bring it through, and then I generally just go right to the base there, and I'll twist it about 3 to 4 times just to make sure it's secure. And I'll do that on that one. And this one here. and then I'm going to attach them. So right now the sign is on with the flowers. I still need a little bit more contrast of the purple. Just don't know if I want to go with these.